Michael Gonzalez, will he get an opportunity in the ball game tonight? Well, we will see, as his desire to be one of the regulars out of the bullpen obviously is there. He came in with career numbers, 15 and 20, ERA outstanding, 2.87, and 55 saves. But it has been a rocky year, both last year and starting this season. Physical problems, part of the problem for him. And we asked him before the game tonight, how are you feeling?
Tell you right now, everything feels healthy. Everything feels good. Shoulder feels great. For me, it was just kind of the mindset. You know, it's kind of one of those things where, I mean, they talk about this game being mental and mental. I wasn't able to get comfortable all throughout spring training. Even the first few games, I was kind of tinkering with some things with my mechanics, and that's something you can't do, obviously, in a big league level. You can't be thinking about anything else than getting these guys out. So that was something that I was dealing with early on.
And you think you've taken care of that now? I mean, what's the mental part of it you had to get over?
The mental part, I mean, it's really hard to explain. To me, it's more of a rhythm, more of a feel. It has nothing to do with the velocity or the stuff. You know, I sat back, and obviously, you know, when things aren't going well, you go back to the drawing board. You go do everything you can and try to figure things out. You know, I was looking at video. I was watching my mechanics with Atlanta, even with Pittsburgh, trying to figure out what the difference was. And to me, it really had nothing to do with mechanics. You know, everything was just mindset.
And what was the mindset? I mean, what were you feeling that rendered you unable to do what you wanted to do?
You see, me, I'm more of an emotional type pitcher. I'm based on emotions. I'm based on how I'm feeling, rhythm. I know guys would make fun all the time about me swagging back and forth and different types of things that I would do to get myself ready. But you see, those were nothing faking things, or those weren't trying to, you know, be flashy with the other guys. It was just getting me in my zone, if I may say.
Yep.
And the last outing, I hadn't felt like that in about a year. Even before I got hurt here in Baltimore, spring training of last year, I hadn't had the feel mindset as I had like I was in Atlanta.
You have one of the most violent, if I can use that term, emotions that I've ever seen. Have you always had that?
I have. I've just, it's one of those, that's what made me was I was an aggressive guy. I go right after you and pretty much put the hitters on the defense. You know, that's always been my strength. I found myself, even in spring training in the first few games here, I was trying to be, if I may say, too pretty, you know, mechanically trying to be sound, trying to make sure that, you know, not just be good, but lengthen my career also, when at the end of the day, that's not how I do things, you know. So this last outing I had back home against Boston, I didn't get the results I wanted, but my mindset, my frame of mind, my rhythm, I was so happy when I was done with the game, because I felt like myself again. And I'll go to war with that. 98% of the time, I'm going to be on top.
Do you feel like now, having had that outing, that you've got to do some proving to Mark and to Buck that you're really ready to go again? Is that necessary?
Honestly, for me, it's just proving to myself. I don't think I need to prove anything to anyone. I think that I'm capable of doing what I'm about. And, you know, we've talked about history. I've heard Buck talk about history sometimes, the history report of what these guys have been able to do, as in the hitter standpoint. Me as a pitcher standpoint, I've never dealt with failure. I've never dealt with the situation. So it's always been success, you know, since day one. Since I was a rookie, I just get it done. That's how it goes. So last year for me, it was a very big, it was a shock to me, you know, and even these first few innings, you know, giving up the runs like I did, it could definitely put a real quick shock or a stand up like, whoa, what's going on here? And I'm the guy that want to get things fixed. You know, I want to get things fixed. I want to figure things out. And like I said, last outing, I felt night and day, as opposed to I had all year last year. Even though I finished off the year well, I still didn't have that feel that I felt this last outing.